It is Lexi. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video, we are going to be doing a how I take my notes on my iPad. If you don't know, I got an iPad not too long ago, and I have a whole video of me unboxing it and a whole video of me showing you everything that's on it, like a what's on my iPad. So I will definitely link those down below and you guys can watch that after this video. I love making these videos, so I decided to come on here and show you guys how I take my notes on here. So for those of you who don't know, I decided to go digital this year. I am in my second year, kind of like third year, it's kind of confusing, of college, and I decided that I wanted to minimize the notebooks and the paper and completely go online and digital with everything. And so far I'm actually really liking it. Actually, I think that this was a great idea because I don't have like a bunch of notebooks to bring everywhere. I just have my iPad, and it's a really nice way to organize everything, and I feel like just more organized with this. I'm going to be showing you guys the app I use for that, some techniques I like to use, and everything like that. Before we get started though, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button down below to join the family. Without further ado, we're gonna go through everything that I do when I take my notes. So I tried to do this video like from a cute angle, but my tripod's not working with me, so I'm sorry, but we are going to do this whole thing on screen recording, and you guys are just gonna see me on the screen as well. Okay, so let's get started. All right, so I'm going to be looking down a lot because obviously I am on my iPad and I'm screen recording everything. I want to show you guys right here the screen so you guys can watch the screen and really see what I'm doing. I chose GoodNotes as my app for my notebooks because I just like the way that it's organized. I like the way that it looks and works. First, it starts with documents, and you can put your notebooks in certain folders and groupings, which I think is really nice for my organization. So I have two folders here, and obviously the folder that we're going into is fall semester 20. In here I have 5 notebooks for my 5 classes. For the purpose of today's video, we are going to create a whole new notebook. So we just click new, and you can create any of these things. We're going to do new notebook, and this is where you kind of get to choose the basics of your notebook. So let's go to the cover. There's all of these different covers here, and I'm just going to pick a random one. I kind of like the dots, so we'll go with that. And then you get to choose your paper. So this is what color: black, white, grid, line, dotted, blank, like literally any paper, and you can always change this later. I like to use square dark paper because I feel like the darker paper makes my words pop more, and I just like it better. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna say video as the title, like for class, because this is just a video notebook. So we're gonna create this, and then we have the cover and then our next page, and you just swipe left to right like you're flipping through a notebook, which I really like. Starting with brushes, the way that I like to do it, sometimes I like to use a brush pen for titles, sometimes I like to use the ball pen. Lately I've been doing both, so I'll just kind of show you guys first for titles. So if we were to do the brush pen, what I like to do is go and pick a color first. I like my titles to be more bold and darker, and my notes to be lighter. That's kind of how I organize it. So if we click on any of the 3 colors, I have created custom colors. So sometimes I like to do my notes in all pinks, but lately I've been liking this more calming and just brighter aesthetic. So I have like tans, neutral pinks, and if you want to create your own color, you can go to custom, and you can choose any from the grid that is provided, or you can click this little circle thing here and you can kind of adjust what color you like. So I kind of like to stay with the oranges and the reds and kind of go in between there and kind of just pick out a color. Then you can do add to preset and you have a color. So we'll use that color for our title. So if I wanted to say lecture, we'll just say lecture. So I take my brush pen, and I like to just use as much space as I want because there's a way you can make it smaller, and I'll show you that. But if I want to do the brush pen, depending on how heavy you press down is how intense that's gonna be. So I'm gonna keep a light hand, and we're just gonna write lecture. And I don't have the best writing, so I'm really sorry. But after that, you click this lasso tool and you circle it, click, and you can do resize, take screenshot, color, convert, cut, copy, and delete. So you can change the color if you don't like it too, which is nice, but I like to resize it. And that way I don't have to try to write super small and messy. And you can just put that at the top as a title. Another way I like to do a title, if we were to erase that, is I like to use the ball pen. I never really used the fountain pen at all. So we're gonna use the ball pen if we kept the same color. And we said lecture. What I like to do is I like to use like 2 of these spaces like that. So we can do it in capital. So we can do lecture. You can do it that way, or you can zoom into the paper, and I tend to see that it makes it more like thick, I guess. I don't really know. Sometimes it just looks nicer. So if we were to write lecture, and I'm writing this kind of like crappy, I'm sorry. But if we were to zoom back out and then go to highlight, you can choose custom colors for that as well. So these are my highlighted colors that I've chosen. If we were to use this pink color, and then we kind of just go over it like this, and then you can just use it like that. Those colors don't look good together, I realize, but you kind of get the point behind that. It's just like that. It's super simple. So let's say that we wanted to do a brush pen with a dark red color, and if I just did this quickly, we just did lecture, super quick. Wanted to do a dark pink like this, and we wanted that to be our title. We'll resize it, put it at the top, maybe make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so we have our title. Then I like to do subtitles depending on the slide and like what it wants me to write. So if we were to do a book, I would choose the ball pen, and I would choose a different color that's not super dark, but it's a little bit darker, so maybe this pink color here. I hope this is making sense to you. I'm kind of scatterbrained right now. But if we were saying that slide 1 we wanted to say was called like how to edit a video, I would like to do a star, and then I do how to edit a video, and once again we resize. Sometimes I like to underline, and then we go into a lighter color for the notes, and I like to do the little bullets. So if I just said like step 1, and then I kind of just write under there, resize, zoom down, and then I put it under there. So those are kind of the basic gist. Other things that I like to do sometimes is box out titles. So if I were to make a title and have it say like video, but if I were to resize that and then I wanted it to be in a box, you can choose the little square, circle, and triangle icon. This kind of makes shapes like more perfected for you. So if I were to go around this, then it would create a box. So if we were to go in, let's just say to my intro to education class, like today, I did this, and I'm starting on this teacher channel experience. And so what I did is I made my title, and then I did the star with the learning with numbers, which was like the name of the video. And then I kind of broke it down into lighter colors for the questions that I had to answer and the notes that I took on that video, things like that. And then this was my class. I had a Zoom call, and I just jotted random stuff down, like assignments, random things she said, things like that. And I did it in a pink theme. If I wanted to take notes as I was reading a textbook, I will show you guys how to do that. So first you want to go open your textbook. We're going to use my drug class because this is one that I do this with. And then we shut it. Then we're going to open Good Notes, and we are going to slightly move up on the bottom of the screen. I'll kind of show you guys how I'm doing that. I'm just lifting it up like that, and then I'm taking my pencil and I'm grabbing the icon of the book, and we're just going to put it up. So then we have our split screen, and you can adjust how much of the screen you can see. So I like to make a big screen of the notes and then a little screen of the book, and then this way I can do my notes and read at the same time. And I can even do this with PowerPoint note lectures, things like that of the sort. And I thought that this was a really helpful tip. So that was kind of like the logistics of everything. I also wanted to add in that I have a paper screensaver on here. It's like a matte screen to make it feel more like I'm writing on paper. I think that that's really helpful. But those are just kind of like the gist of what I like to do for notes. I hope you guys got a few little tips for that. So that concludes today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and got some tips and tricks if you are interested in having notes on your iPad or completely going digital like I did. I hope that I answered questions that you may have, and if you have any questions, for sure leave them down below and I will get back to you guys. I love talking to you guys in the comments and also on my DMs on Instagram, so if you're not following me there, go ahead and do so. On my Instagram, I like to post all kinds of updates on my channel and get you guys involved, so if you want to be more involved in my videos, for sure go on over there. If you guys have any other video ideas that you guys may have and want to see from me, comment those down below for sure. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and I hope you guys have an amazing day. Thank you so much for all your love and support, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.